Good afternoon, Peter Racy here, Anzac Day Precinct Mount Coot-tha YouTube channel. And what I'm reporting on today is the fact that the actual signage, as you can see behind me, has been installed for Pensacola Convoy Place down at the Brett's Wharf end of Racecourse Road. And as you can see, it looks right at Brett's Wharf Ferry Terminal. And former councillor David McLaughlin did an excellent job. Really couldn't have asked for any more cooperation from a councillor of the Brisbane City Council. Now, the other bit of good news is that we now have a function day for the naming of Camp Coot-tha Place, which is right at the entrance of JC Slaughter Falls at Mount Coot-tha. It is Wednesday, the 15th of November, so a few days after Remembrance Day. The Toowong RSL are going to run the function, and that function will notionally start at 10 o'clock for a sharp start at 10:30, all over by 11 o'clock. And there are a really interesting line of speakers lined up. So it should be a really great day. Now, the other thing that I can report on is progress in relation to Goucher Victory. And here is a picture of the Goucher Victory in port, not in Brisbane, but somewhere. And here is a picture of Goucher Victory underway in the Pacific. And I'd also want to just read a few excerpts that I have from the US. I have one here from the Office of Chaplain of the House of Representatives, Margaret Kimmon, and she says, "I am a proud 1982 graduate of Goucher College, honoured to be part of an institution that made its mark in history before the USAT Goucher Victory was commissioned. The only Goucher women who contributed significantly and with distinction to the war effort would add that much more to the tribute of the transport ship." From US Senator Benjamin Cardin, "I'm proud to support the effort to establish USAT Goucher Victory Place in Brisbane, Australia. As a senior United States Senator from Maryland and a lifelong resident of the state, I am proud of the name Goucher and its history as a preeminent college in my state, and immensely proud of the connection between our countries which the name brings." He goes on in a few paragraphs later, "The last of these voyages of the Goucher Victory occurred in 1947. On that trip, the Goucher Victory cargo included the coffins of nearly 2,000 deceased US service personnel who had been buried in Australia. Among those coffins was one holding an unknown soldier who was one of the only two unknown soldiers ever carried in procession through an Australian city. In this instance, the American unknown soldier was carried through Brisbane and honoured by 30,000 people in attendance." Another one from the US Senate, from Chris Van Holden, who says, "As US Senator for Maryland, I am dedicated to honouring the valuable work of Marylanders. Additionally, as the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Subcommittee of East Asia, the Pacific, and International Cybersecurity, I welcome any opportunity to recognise and strengthen the relationship between the United States and Australia. The story of the USAT Goucher Victory deserves to be memorialised to commemorate the work of Marylanders during World War II and of Australian and American veterans." Another one, this one from the Congress, the House of Representatives, from Chris Pappas. This proposed space in Brisbane is an opportunity to honour the strong relationship between the United States and Australia. In celebratory times and times of great conflict, our countries have a long history of cooperation and friendship based on shared democratic values and people-to-people ties. Australia has been a key partner in defending those values, exemplified through cooperation between America and Australia armed forces through World War I and World War II, the ANZUS Treaty, and the global response to the terrorist attacks on the United States on September the 11th, 2001. All of those letters are longer than the simple one or possibly two paragraphs that I've read out, but it's really a great endorsement of the USAT Goucher Victory Place proposal, and I hope that it makes as good progress and comes into being to join Pensacola Concoy Place, which is just down the river from the USAT Goucher Victory Place, and the important maritime navy related place in the form of Camp Coot-tha Place at Mount Coot-tha. And with that, I'll say good afternoon and thank you.